Yang Yang, the school hero of military arts, spent 13 years understanding one truth: men cannot be too handsome. The trend in the entertainment industry really changes at a moment's notice, and it's unpredictable. Who would have thought that usually everyone praises Yang Yang as the school idol and beautiful man in ancient costume and military arts, but this summer he was criticized by netizens for a TV series. The famous beauty in the past has long since disappeared, and now everyone calls him nicknames such as King of Oil and King of Doin', and some people say, "I thought he was going to have a successful career, but he turned out to be a cultural figure." All kinds of jokes come out one after another, which really makes people dumbfounded. The reason why his house collapsed this time was because of the TV series My World's Fireworks that he recently starred in with Wang Churan. This novel way of demolishing a house makes people laugh or cry. He is very good at acting in idol dramas. Since his debut in Dream of Red Mansions in 2010, he has been focusing on two types of dramas, either costume idol dramas or modern idol dramas. It can be said that he can play both types of dramas well. Full stop. The 2016 show A Smile is Alluring was so popular that even the episodes A Smile is Alluring and The Next Second were spread to every corner, and they were so popular. The two of them were rumored to be at odds in the variety show Flowers and Boys. Some netizens watched the show carefully and found a clip where he rolled his eyes at Shuangzi while wearing sunglasses. The character of Xiaonai is really lovable, and Yang Yang was also extremely handsome at that time. He showed off his aloof demeanor without having to exert too much effort in his acting. The show was so popular that it was discussed all summer long, and Yang Yang became an A-list star. A few years later, he filmed You Are My Glory with the popular little girl Dilruba, and their looks really match each other. Although it is not as popular as Wei Wei, it is still very capable in idol dramas and makes people unable to stop watching it. Recently, his reputation has turned around. Many drama fans say that the role of Yu Tu is really eye-catching in Yang Yang's idol drama. The acting is natural and unpretentious, and the character is very lovable. It's simply perfect. Yang Yang probably never expected that he would fall directly from the top in the circle where he was most comfortable. In May last year, My World's Fireworks was officially launched. As soon as they saw the cast, the audience felt at ease and felt that this drama was stable. The heroine Sukin is played by Wang Churan, who everyone says looks like little Liu Yifei. She was born in 1999, and she is beautiful and fairy-like. She previously played a small supporting role in the online drama The General and became popular due to her appearance. This duo CP is simply a blessing for beauty lovers. It's dazzling and pleasing to the eye. The most popular themes right now are firefighters and doctors. The characters are all tall and sophisticated. It's hard not to like them. The beginning of this drama is about high school. I remember that in You Are My Glory, it was quite natural for Yang Yang to play a high school student, but only 2 years later, something was wrong with him playing a teenager again. It looked quite awkward. He has messy hair and doesn't look like a young man at all. He looks a bit evil and a bit ruffian, and his whole person looks frivolous and greasy. As the plot progresses, the characters of Song Yan and Menkin have been questioned by the audience, and the doubts are getting stronger and stronger. After all, the internet is so developed now that the audience will no longer be fed whatever they want by the screenwriter like before. Yang Yang's character is not very likable, which is already a negative point. Coupled with the superb acting skills of the two male supporting actors, Wei Jackson and Wang Yanlin, his performance becomes even worse. It feels like he's always in a concave shape, as if he's trying to be cool anytime, anywhere, which is really embarrassing. For example, when someone asked him if his tooth still hurt, he frowned, pretended to touch his right face with his left hand, pretending to be in pain, and did not forget to take the opportunity to show off his handsome jaw. Wire. For example, if you keep your neck straight when sleeping, it really goes against our natural tendency to want to be comfortable while sleeping. For example, whether he is happy, angry, sad or happy, he likes to use these 3 tricks of frowning, clenching his teeth, and slightly opening his lips. It's really a bit sammy. The rating of this drama has now dropped to 4.1, and Yang Yang's embarrassing black history has been revealed by netizens and they can't stop laughing. For example, he often speaks incoherently during interviews and doesn't know what to say. He also claims to be an odd number control person, but the numbers he likes are all even numbers. The funniest thing is that he can even pronounce drive as drive, which is really annoying. I can't laugh or cry. For a time, his reputation was in shambles and turned into a mess. Now that the internet is so developed, it is difficult for fans to cover their mouths for My Human Fireworks. If you go and look at the official Douyin of this show and the clips from the second-generation bloggers, it's all about everyone's complaints. It's almost impossible to watch. Fans defended Song Yan's character, saying that Yang Yang was unfairly scolded. Don't forget, Yang Yang's company, Beijing UK Film and Television, is one of the producers of this drama, and his father, Yang Guiping, still occupies the majority of the company, with 29% of the shares. So, he acted voluntarily in this play, not being tied up to act like everyone said. In a recent interview with Yang Yang, he was asked what he thought of netizens' comments. He said easily, "We can just take a look at things on the internet, don't take it too seriously." After being called greasy by the audience, Wang Xiaoming responded, "This is no joke, everyone is sincerely raising their opinions. Therefore, I am very humble now and accept everyone's opinions humbly." Actually, Wang Xiaoming, the actor, was criticized by everyone for being greasy before, which made him feel quite uncomfortable. He really listened to everyone's opinions, thought about it carefully, and then successfully removed the oil. The movie The Edge of My Mane has not begonia red that I acted in later gained a reputation immediately, and being on a variety show made people feel much more refreshed. Yang Yang and his fans always seem to have difficulty accepting the opinions of netizens rationally. Yang Yang always confidently says that his acting skills are perfect and he has no guilt. Fans even think that those who criticize are scumbags and competitors are deliberately trying to smear him. Speaking of Yang Yang's acting career in the past 13 years, it can be said that his appearance has made him successful, but it has also almost failed him because of his appearance. Those overturning moments of his were really not accidental, but something that happened sooner or later. After all, he was so handsome, and he knew it very well. Yang Yang has shown a strong interest in dance since he was a child and learned it very early. Moreover, he is also very handsome, and he is simply born to be an artist. Taking the art path is a piece of cake for him. Look at this young man. He has thick eyebrows and big eyes. He is handsome but not effeminate. He is already extremely handsome in his teens. He is so handsome. After graduating from elementary school, he went to military art, but he was one of the self-funded students in the whole grade, and his annual tuition fee was 20,000 to 30,000 yuan. This made him feel a little uncomfortable. He always felt that he was inferior to those free students. Quite unpleasant. After 5 years of military art, all he wanted to do was to participate in a professional dance competition and win a prize to prove his ability. For this wish, he even gave up the opportunity to act in Dream of Red Mansions and went to South Korea to participate in a big competition. It's a pity that I still couldn't win the prize in that competition. He is so handsome, but it is a pity that he was not successfully selected into the cast of Dream of Red Mansions. By the time he returned, the other candidates had finished training. But when the assistant director heard that he was back, he called him to join the team and gave him a separate closed training session. The role of Jia Baoi was simply a stepping stone for him to enter the entertainment industry. He has learned dance for many years, and his manners are really great. He stands upright and has a very light posture. So every time he shoots a costume drama, he behaves very naturally, as if he was born from ancient times. Putting on the ancient costume, he immediately became a handsome man, and the fighting scenes were smooth and natural. In an era where ugly men in ancient costumes are rampant, he is like a breath of fresh air and is especially loved by the audience. In the circle, when talking about Yang Yang, everyone has to praise how handsome he is. I remember that Sun Hongli once met Yang Yang backstage at a show. As soon as we met, he couldn't help but say, "Oh, you are such a handsome young man." At a certain award ceremony, teacher He Jiang was not idle. He performed a talk show in front of everyone. He especially praised a certain guest for his handsome appearance and said that he was as straight as a young poplar and could stand firm for as long as the party lasted. Steady, really awesome. He was always praised non-stop by everyone, which made the burden of being an idol heavier and heavier in his heart, to the point where he could hardly breathe. In the show Flowers and Boys, he is simply a mirror maniac, either looking in the mirror or looking for a mirror. Whether it's a mirror, reflective glass, or a photographer's lens, he has to take enough photos. After taking the photo, you still have to play with your hair and apply powder, which is really delicate. In Kueben, Jing Boren hilariously imitated the funny scene where he looked in the mirror in The Young Flower. He half opened his mouth, shook his head from side to side, and kept stroking his bangs. He seemed to be really fascinated by his great beauty, which made everyone happy. Jing Boren would ask what time it was from time to time, and then he would take the opportunity to look at the reflective disc on his watch and admire his handsome face. Oops, there are so many such things that I can't even count them all. In the blink of an eye, Yang Yang is already 32 years old, but he still has that handsome face that makes him happy. He is 4 years older than Chen Xiao, and he is also a star who became famous for his good looks. But Chen Xiao has already begun to transform at this age. He plays period dramas and main theme dramas, and he strives to become a rough man. It seems that he also wants to broaden his acting career and not just rely on his face to earn a living. Zhu Yilin, this guy who is 2 years older than him, is really a leader in the film and television industry. Not only does he hold the Best Actor trophy, he also shines in TV series and movies. The recent summer release of She Disappeared allowed the audience to see a brand new side of him, which is really impressive. As soon as the movie Fengtian was released, a group of handsome men with good looks and well-defined muscles became popular, making the beauty circle even more competitive. Yang Yang, you have to hurry up, otherwise the good seats will be snatched up by others. It's natural for Yang Yang to want to stay in his comfort zone. After all, he has great looks and can survive for another 10 years. But, if he never improves his acting skills and broadens his acting options, the audience will get tired of it sooner or later. After all, most netizens are not as tolerant as his fans. There are many examples of this in history. When the times are about to abandon you, they won't be polite to you and won't even say hello. If Yang Fan really thinks about him, he should persuade him to listen to the opinions of netizens. After all, real gold is not afraid of fire, and it is useless to try to silence everyone. It is better to learn from Wang Xiaoming and look for problems within yourself, so that others will have nothing to say.